All right, so today's reading is from the Tao Te Ching, number 26. It's impedimenta. The heavy is the root of the light. Stillness is the sovereign of restless movement. Therefore, a virtuous man will not lose sight of his impedimenta during the whole day. Although he has splendor, he stands aloof. Unfortunately, the great ruler of 10,000 chariots governs the country indiscreetly. To act abruptly is to lose the trust of his officials. To act recklessly is to lose his respect as a sovereign. All right, so my thoughts on this one, the heavy being the root of the light, gets me to think about just having a strong foundation, like in sparring and martial arts, like having a strong basis of like firm stances, strong on the lower body, and then the light is like having speed, accuracy, precision, and just kind of merging the two together. I feel that there needs to be a balance and it starts from strong roots, just like a tree. It has like deep roots, and then it grows up, to go pretty high, and it can reach towards the sky. So in the martial arts, like just having a strong foundation is just so important, just to not imbalance yourself by just strictly working on upper body, or all you care about is speed. I think that there needs to be a combination of strength as well, and having that solid foundation in your training. Stillness is the sovereign of restless movement. So that is, to me, like stillness to me is similar to meditation. It could be a symbol of meditation. It also gets me to think about water and being the stillness of water. Restless movement gets me to think about maybe having some waves in the water, and then the difference between having waves in the water and then stillness in the water. So like restless movement gets me to think about just like you constantly having thoughts, you're thinking a lot, and then stillness is like meditation, just kind of letting those thoughts go and being at ease. So stillness is the sovereign of restless movement. So it's just basically talking about how important meditation is into just calming you. So restless movements, as far as physical is concerned, could be just somebody who is always fidgety and he just can't stop moving, can't sit still. So it's like learning the balance of that is countering that physical inability to stay still, to try to just be still. So bringing that into the training is important. As far as like exercise is concerned, it's like, you could be running, you could be squatting, doing push-ups or pull-ups, or just any type of exercise. That's all movement, but sometimes you gotta take some time to just be still, and to make time to do that, to just not just still your body, but then also stilling your mind with meditation. Therefore, a virtuous man will not lose sight of his impedimenta during the whole day. Although he has splendor, he stands aloof. So to me, it's just kind of like somebody who's capable and confident, and somebody who even gets attention, but it's not like it's ego where he's like, okay, I'm doing this intentionally so then people will give me attention. It's more like it's just who he is, and he gets attention from people, but then it's not something that he's even really conscious in doing. He's just kind of cool and collected about it, and just not really someone who is like seeking for that, or seeking for validation, or seeking for attention. He might get attention, but he's just not somebody who is like attached to that attention. and even really not even somebody who's actually even necessarily even wanting the attention, but it's just something that happens more naturally, and he's just really cool about it. Unfortunately, the great ruler of 10,000 chariots governs the country indiscreetly. To act abruptly is to lose the trust of his officials. So, I think about, like, say you have people that work for you and you own a business, or you're just a leader in general and you got followers, and it's just basically saying to just don't be abrupt with the decisions that you make, because then basically you could lose the trust of the people that are following you, lose the trust of your employees. I think those abrupt decisions, I think it's just reminding you, hey, bring attention to that, and don't do something like that, because then what you do is you're sacrificing the trust of the people that are under your leadership, or the people that are following you. To act recklessly is to lose his respect as a sovereign. So, to act restlessly. So basically, it's like somebody who's not in meditation, and he's just basically making decisions without he's making decisions, and when he's not in a meditative state, then that can definitely make people lose respect for him as a leader. So it's like, in order to be a good leader, you have to be meditative, and when you make certain decisions, you have to make sure that you're in a meditative state. You're not making decisions out of anger or out of emotions, and if you do that, people will lose respect for you. So say it's like somebody is a great martial artist, or he's somebody who's good at the martial arts, at the techniques and all that, and he's good at sparring and all these things, but then he gets easily agitated from people out there and easily baited into fights, and then he gets in trouble with the law, or he's just just hurting people just recklessly, then you're going to lose respect from people. So really, with the martial arts, it's not just about like being good at fighting, but it's about like learning how to calm yourself and calm your mind and be in meditation, so then you're less likely to get into violent confrontations or get into situations that might get you in trouble with the law. So I feel that a part of the martial arts is not just being capable of fighting, but it's just basically being grounded, being like still, being able to be in meditation, and to kind of be able to be calm, and in those situations, it's just heightening your ability, not just in a physical way, but then also on a spiritual. So it's just, to me, it's just reminding me of how important meditation is in the practice, so then you could achieve that balance in your development, and you're not just some person that's like out of control, has no control of their emotions, and just constantly getting in fights and arguments, and just being surrounded by negative energy. So this card in general is just kind of reminding me of the importance of meditation.